Good morning and welcome to Morning Java, brought to you as always by Get Go Cafe and Market, where right now, they got the smokestack.
Yeah, that's the pulled pork sandwich. You know we're inside, right?
Yes, totally.
All right.
It's bright in here, man. They can't see the lights on us.
I wish I could be half this cool. Like maybe just 1/4. How about that?
Just when you get it like me, you get it like me.
Carter, let's talk about football.
Let's talk football.
What
What's
a
going on,
concept, right?
Yeah, right?
Mason Rudolph versus Josh Dobbs.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Dobbs versus Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
There are indications, not just what Rudolph said to me and some other reporters last week, but there's indications that that's actually going to be an open competition.
Of course.
Why do you say of course?
I see it as they're expecting Mason Rudolph to be able to make a second-year leap. He's had the playbook. He's played with the team. He's gotten his feet wet.
And?
He's the third-round draft pick that they projected to be a first-round value quarterback.
Okay.
They expect this guy to step up sooner rather than later.
You think they expect him to overtake Dobbs? I mean, while respecting Dobbs.
I think that they expect him to make it really close and tough to call through preseason. That in training camp, you're going to see him do really well in reps. You're going to see both succeed. And I think the leap that you saw Josh Dobbs makes toward the end of preseason last year, you're going to see even bigger leap from Mason Rudolph. But I think you're also going to see improvement from Dobbs. So by the end of the fourth game, you're going to be sitting there saying, I don't know who's number two, and that's the leap they want.
I guess the problem that I have is that, to me, Josh Dobbs himself made that leap. I understand what Mason Rudolph's pedigree is, and I understand what he was able to achieve in college. I don't think there's any question anybody would debate that Rudolph was a better college quarterback than Dobbs. However, Dobbs made that leap too. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, but once you get to the major leagues in any sport, all that counts to me is what you do there.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I wouldn't look at this and say, well, if Rudolph doesn't overtake Dobbs, then there's something wrong, because Dobbs also can make another step forward.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think they just expect Rudolph to get to a point where they're challenging Dobbs. But if he doesn't, I don't think they're going to say, forget this guy.
Especially if Dobbs steps up.
Exactly. And I think they like this guy. Dobbs is very much appreciated across the team.
They showed that.
He's a charismatic fella. If he starts to get some success, I look them to even say, you know what, let's see more of this guy in the preseason.
Yeah.
All right, Dayon. I'm gonna tell you, Ben Roethlisberger was.
Hey, it's your eyes.
Yes, I'm back. Got to make eye contact here.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, Ben Roethlisberger was put on another quarterback ranking list. This time by the Score. I want you to guess where he was ranked.
Hang on a second. What's the Score?
It's some online people that think
that's a Canadian's outfit.
Yeah.
So are they ranking CFL quarterbacks or NFL quarterbacks?
NFL quarterbacks.
Last time I checked, Canada still doesn't have one of these.
Yeah.
Franchises.
They put in.
So they rank Ben against the quarterback for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers or for the Saskatchewan Roughriders?
Neither. They put him amongst the NFLers. I want to give you, if they picked, I want you to guess where they put him.
I don't, because you're bringing it up. I'm going to guess it was like out of the top 15 or something.
So not the 15, but they put him 11th.
Yeah.
11.
So who are I don't even want to
But
know
this isn't just them.
This
is just the leading. This
is just what they do.
This is what everybody does. And when we talk about everybody,
5,000 yards.
Yeah, 5,000 yards.
How many guys had 5,000 yards last year?
Not that many. And yeah, he led the NFL in interceptions, but he also had 34 touchdowns. He's also still one of the premier franchise quarterbacks. He's also won 2 Super Bowls. People may not like to talk about it,
but that's in fairness to them. That's not you don't do this on achievement.
Yeah, sure,
you meaning historical achievement.
But why do people keep coming for Ben's neck like this? I mean, even you know me, I'm harsh on Ben when it's time to be harsh on Ben.
Yeah.
But even when I look at these lists, I'm like, are you crazy? What dope are you smoking?
Come up with 5 quarterbacks right now who are better than Ben.
Breeze, Brady, Rodgers, Wilson.
Don't go Phillip Rivers on me.
Oh, heck no, I would never go
Phillip Rivers coming.
No. I said the only...
there was a lightning bolt showing up on the side of your head there.
No. Another AFC West quarterback who needs to prove some more before I can
That
put him
would be
before Ben.
Kansas City's quarterback.
Bing,
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
And I don't want to hear about him either because
until he performs.
Because as Ben
Again.
correctly pointed out, remember this?
Yeah.
RG3 and all the next wave of quarterbacks
Happens
is
every
here,
time.
and this is all. And Ben was going, how about if they do something?
Yeah. Have
more
them
than
follow
a
it up.
season.
Right.
How about if they go through a major injury, which almost every quarterback does at some point? Somebody will roll up into their knee or whatever. I'm not wishing that on Mahomes,
Right.
wonderful player. I'm just saying, something's going to happen. He's going to lose a step. He's going to get his bell rung. And he's going to take a step back. How does he respond to it? That's when
defenses
it
are going
tells
to
you
adjust
something
to
here.
him. That's what happened to RG3.
So you have 5 or 4?
I have 4. That's it.
So you have Ben as
And
5.
I have Ben as 5, and he challenges Wilson. Like, it depends on how they play week to week. Sometimes I have Wilson ahead of Ben. Sometimes I have Ben ahead of Wilson.
But I mean, Ben can do things that Wilson can't.
Right,
Now, I
and
understand
vice
that
versa.
that's also vice versa because the old Ben was doing that kind of
right,
stuff.
exactly.
That Russell Wilson can do. I mean, how do you come up with 5 more?
I don't know. I don't know how these people do it. I mean,
don't know. What are
Matt
you-
Ryan
what are
was
you
on the list.
doing?
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
Like that. That's the point here.
To quote the great Mike Wallace, what he done? Do you remember that?
Mike Wallace. Can we get
What
that? Is
he
there a
done?
quote up here? Can we get like right here?
Is what he done. But no, that's what I say of Matt Ryan. It's like he made it.
Yeah.
The 1 year.
Yeah,
But
and he got his MVP that season.
But he got it, and what's he done since? I mean, even then, it's not like he hasn't had weapons for crying out loud in Atlanta.
He's had Julio Jones his entire
Yeah,
career.
and what has happened to Julio Jones? I mean, that's a silly list, Carter. Silly list. This is not, believe it or not, live. This is actually not being filmed in the morning with your morning Java.
Sorry, I'm not in a suit at 7 a.m. for y'all.
But we do live TV.
We
Carter
do.
and
We
I,
do plenty.
At our partners at WPXI. And we're here to tell you that for some bizarre reason, that live TV is actually easier.
Oh, yeah, it really
You
is.
would not think that. You'd think like, oh, it's recorded. You can mess up. You can whatever. We'll start over. We'll take live TV.
For whatever reason.
You go into it knowing you can't fail. And I mean that like as in you don't have the option.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if you mess up your take, there's no, I completely forgot what I said. Let's restart this. No, it's live. Everyone's seeing every moment of this right now.
So in the last segment, for example, when your microphone falls off,
yeah, this is like, and I just got hold of
and he keeps talking, okay, and then he goes, oh yeah, listening to
of
something,
course.
something, Matt Ryan, right? And he puts the thing up and whatever, very coolly and whatever. And she's cackling up a storm back there behind the camera, silently, without anything.
Show must go on, man.
But that's part of what live TV is,
Yes,
and
indeed.
it's part of the fun of it.
Of course.
Too, because you go into it. I think there's something that just keeps you mentally sharper. Like we're taping Final Word the other night. And we get to, it's time for your final word.
Right.
Okay, and they send it to Carter, and Carter kind of goes through a final word, right? And they send it to me. I forgot my subject.
Because you were just so engaged into what I was
so
talking about.
empathetic to how much you were struggling with your final
I
word.
wasn't struggling.
I was just like,
I was
just
rolling.
like, Carter, you were sweating like.
I was rolling.
Like,
come on, y'all see me
like-
on the final word. You know how cool I
There were
am.
buckets. You were going to
I was
cancel
calling
out the
his
electricity.
own wardrobe. The electricity was the shocking value.
The electricity
that everyone was like, "Whoa, man, I love his
was
take."
what was happening to your mic from all the sweat that was coming. So I'm watching the camera. I'm going, Carter, no, man, Carter, just be like on Java. Be like on Java. Be yourself. So the camera turns to me, and they're like, and Albie goes, and DK, what's your final word? And I go,
I got nothing. That was the funny thing. I was like,
I couldn't even remember the topic. And we picked these in advance, by the way. I couldn't remember the topic, right? But if it's a live broadcast, you're sharper.
Yep.
you're thinking about it, aren't you?
Yeah, you're mentally prepared for it more. You come into it, and I think there's another bolt of confidence there. It's like, I got to do this right now, so I'm gonna be and showing up. It's kind of what happens when the Steelers get on Friday Night Lights, or not Friday Night Lights, but in primetime football, you see that, and it kind of amps you up a little bit. You're like, you know what, this is different than normal. I'm gonna perform today.
And who's on the Steelers, as long as we're going to make a sports comparison, always been the shining example of that, above and beyond anybody else on the roster?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
you put Ben on nighttime,
and all of a
TV,
sudden things are clicking.
and all of it, Ben is just
showing him up.
Why? Who knows? He can't explain it himself. Mm-hmm. He'll just kind of smile at us afterward and go, I just kind of enjoy this. But it's something. Anyway, to the live TV thing, it's different. It's different than this. How many takes did we do this one?
3.
Liar.